Mirror, mirror, although this game has finished, still hasn't ended. Because there's going to be another one. I'm going to get back in it. Because remember, I'm here to win it all. Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, I missed y'all too. I know. Stop fussing. I know. 2 Sundays in a row. I'm so sorry. But I'm still consistent. I am still here for you guys. I'm still here for it. So my apologies. Last Sunday, I was in Wilmington, North Carolina for a film festival. And then the week before that, I told you guys that I was filming. So I had already told you I wasn't going to be here for that Sunday. But last Sunday was a last minute event that I was invited to. So I do apologize. Please forgive me. Oh my God. But I'm here. I am here now. I am back in the race, honey. And we are here. So hi. Welcome everyone. For those of you guys that are new, I am chosen. And this is Beyond Your Reflection. This is a channel created by me, but designed for you. We are here to peel back those ugly layers so you can get to the most beautiful parts of yourself. So welcome. Pull up a chair, grab your beverage of choice, honey, and join us at the table for the Cele-You-bration, honey, because we're here for it. So how are you? Did you have a great week? And are you ready for another great week? I know. A lot of you probably looking at me twisted like, girl, I don't do Mondays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays, but I live for Friday. And yes, I skip Thursday because we're here for Fridays. But it's okay though, because you have another reason to celebrate because you're here, baby. So let's live a blessed life, all right? So today's episode, I actually switched it up. I was going to talk about love languages, but we'll do that one on next week. Today, I want to talk about taking an L. As you heard in the intro, the race may have actually finished. You may not have finished in first place, but at least you did finish. Battle's not over. And the reason why I chose this topic is because of the Final Four. I bleed Duke blue. I love Duke. Duke is in my bloodline. My first cousin is Tommy Amaker. If you do not know, Google him. Not only did he play for the team back in the 80s, but he also helped coach the team as well. So it's crazy because, you have to be very careful what you put out in the atmosphere. Last week, matter of fact, I had on my Duke blue, so I've been wearing Duke blue like all week long. I'm still going to here to support my team, but watching how the other teams were playing, I automatically knew, okay, we're not going to have this one. We're not going to take this championship ring, which is fine. But on the other side of it, this is our coach final season. So I truly wanted him to have this win. I really did. But then I looked at it. He has so many more. So he can literally walk out with his head held high. Because Coach K is the bomb. Okay? That's all I can say. And it's not just because he's my coach. Well, he's not mine because I don't play for them. But it's not because he's my favorite team's coach. But it's the fact of this man put in 5 decades of his life to these kids. And these kids have now grown up to be grown men. Some of them are now coaches themselves. Some of them are still playing for major NBA teams. Like, it's just amazing. His resume speaks for itself. But I came on here to talk about the L word. Loss. Because they did lose. They lost one of the biggest games. Like, it's almost like the Final Four is how we feel about playoff seasons for the Super Bowl. Like, you want your team to go. You are rooting for your team. You mad, cussing, throwing things, acting a total freaking fool for your team to get there. Then when they get there and they lose, it does kind of change the mood. It does put a damper on the parade. What about you? What about when you have those L moments in your life? Because remember I told you every day, honey, I ain't got it all together. But I'm learning and I'm growing because I have these moments. I have these self-reflection moments where I talk to myself. Yes, that's what the mirror is for, honey. You are supposed to have those conversations with yourself daily. That's why it's called Beyond Your Reflection. Because you're supposed to go deep within and have that ugly conversation. What about when you have those L days? Like I said, Mondays are not my favorite, but I deal with it because I already know what Monday comes with. Like the job that I work at, that's the heaviest call volumes. I automatically come in like, oh God, here we go. But I'm like, you know what? But God, thank you that I do have a job where I can come to. So thank you. Just help me get through it. My favorite saying. You brought me to it. Just help me get through it. But that's just me. What about you? Again, I say, what would you do, or do you even know what to do when you have those L moments? Maybe your day started out great and someone cut you off in traffic and you're just mad at the world. Or maybe you got to work late, because something happened, traffic or whatever. Whatever it may be to have caused that moment. Or maybe it was something that was a trigger. Something that already happened maybe yesterday and it carried over to today, which is a no-no, but we'll talk about that one. Today's and tomorrow's and yesterday's. We're going to talk about that too. That's a whole different episode. But what would you do? Do you even know how to handle those days? And did you know that it is okay to have those days? I've told you guys before, it is okay, honey. Take off your cape and just be you. That is the human part of you. It is okay to have those L days. But it's not okay to stay there. Don't dwell in it. We've talked about it. Don't you sit in that smelly diaper. Get up and change it. Change the environment. Change the scenery. If you have those L days, it's okay to embrace it. But then you have to figure out the tools on how to get over it. One of the things I didn't like last night after they lost was a vast majority of the team just walked away. They didn't even shake the hands of the opponents. To me, I didn't like that. That's unsportsmanship conduct to me. Yes, you took that L. Yes, they beat you down. Even though it was by 4 points, but still, they gave you a run for your money. The least you can do is just shake hands and don't take but a second. And take that L. Another thing I saw that I didn't like, they walked away like they was defeated. Do you know how many more games there is out there to play? You only lost one. Yeah, it may have been the most important one to you. Treat it like everyday life. You're a kid and you want to go get your driver's license, but you failed parallel parking or something. That does not mean that you failed. You just failed at that one thing. But you're able to go back out there and do it again. That's what an L looks like. That's what a loss looks like. You may have not finished like you wanted to. You may not have got a great day. You may not have won that particular battle. But you can always get back in it to win it. Like I stated in the beginning. Let's go to your book of life. Yep, we talked about it. If you don't know, I need you to go back a couple of episodes. Because everything about you is written in here. Yep, a dictionary. Go figure. But you know how I am. I am big on definitions. So we're going to pull up the word lost. And I'm going to tell you what I like, what it said. Now, the first thing it said is not used. Okay. You did not use that particular moment that you could have to turn that L into a W, but you still have time. It also says not won or claimed. Again, as long as there's breath in your body every day that you wake up, you still have a chance to keep going. But this is the part that I like. Unable to find a way. What? That definition alone says a lot. What if you do not know how to find your way when you're in an L moment? When you feel like you've lost at life, or you feel defeated, you're upset, you don't know what's going on. What's the cause of these emotions? Why am I feeling like this? Why does every day seem like a gray cloud? Why does every day seem like I have lost the biggest opportunity called life? Why me? Why not? There's a champion in you. You just have to find he or she. And you have to activate that greatness. Just because Duke got beat by UNC does not mean nothing. If you follow the history, honey, we've been doing that for years, since before all of us been born. Still don't mean nothing. These guys still get to live to fight another day. They have a whole nother Final Four to fight for. They saw what happened because the opposing team displayed it for them. So now they see what their weakness is. Now they know they're going to have to catch it. Coach K going to give it to them. They're going to have to catch it. But they'll know what to do and what not to do the next time around. Same goes for you, sweetheart. You have to know what to do and what not to do to get past that moment. But again, I say it is okay to have those L days. It's 7 days in a week. You're probably going to have about 2-3 of them. But don't do all 7. Now, a couple of those days, you're going to have to smile. You're going to have to feel victorious. You're going to have to win one of those days. One of those days is going to teach you how to get to the next day. One of those losses will turn into a win. But see, what I want you to do is when you feel like, or when you think, and I told you about that word thinking, I told you about it, stop doing it. Because the moment you start thinking the worst about you, then the worst will happen to you. Don't focus on the L. Focus on what can I do to get this win. What could I possibly do to maybe change my attitude, if even for a day? What can I do? Yes, you, I. And remember my I am going to affirmations. Okay, you know what? I may have lost, but I am going to get back in it. I'm going to continue. Yeah, you are going to be angry. You're going to be defeated. You're going to be disappointed. You may even hit depression. Totally fine still, baby. You're human. But what you're going to do is get through it. Nobody wants to take a loss. Nobody wants to have that L planet right there. But a loss is also a reminder about the winner in you. You're going to want to cry it out, scream it out. Hell, go to the gun range. That works for me. I'm just saying. But do whatever you can to get that off of you and out of you. And then go back and assess it. What did you do to cause that moment? Going back to the game, we missed 4, 5, 6 free throws that could have literally caused us to win. But are we going to focus on that one person who didn't do his job? Maybe he was nervous. Could have been his first time there. Like I said, the Final Four is like going to the playoffs, baby. You know how that is. And if you've ever done any sports, if you've ever done anything in life that you didn't want to do, and then you saw the outcome, whether you lost or won it. But when you won it, what did you do? Probably get on the phone, call everybody. Girl, let me tell you what happened today. Oh, I went to the store, and I only had $100, but I was only able to spend $50 because they had a sale going on. Oh, that's a win. But then if you lost that $100, then you look at it. Well, what did I do? Where was it? What could I have done? But what I don't want you to do is sit there, oh my God, I lost $100. Yeah. You did. You're going to be mad. That's $100 that you can't afford to lose. But then you think about it. Your life still went on. Ain't nothing changed, sweetheart. You still got up and you live to go another day. Mad as hell. Because like I said, that's $100. I don't know nobody in this world that loves to just lose money. I'm not that girl. I'm not built like that. But it's always ways to come back from a loss to a win. Maybe next time you carry a deeper wallet. Maybe next time for the females, put it up here where I know it's safe. It's where I can see it because I know where I put it at. Put it in a safe space. So that way, next time, I bet y'all won't do this again. Because every L is always a life moment. You know what? I cut this person off in traffic. I won't do that again. Because then when it becomes you, somebody cut you off, then you're mad. But then you just do it 4 miles back. So, really, karma has no off days. But, like I said, think about it. Every loss sets you up for a win. Because why? You are not allowed to be defeated, baby. You are better than that. You are bigger. You are stronger. You are fearfully, beautifully, wonderfully made. You can't even put on an outfit that has an L on it. Because it won't even fit right nor feel right. Therefore, you're going to have to take it off, baby. Can't wear that one. Let's put on something else. Let's put on a new attitude. Hashtag Auntie Patti LaBelle. But don't let that L bring you down to defeat. Let that L be that brick, that stepping stone, that tool, that foundation to get you to that win. Today may not be the best day. You may not even feel like talking about it. Totally okay. But you have to. May not want to, but you have to. Once again, don't be that person to sit in that soggy diaper. Take that off. Go wash. Get it off you. Move on and get ready to glow to another day. But like I said, it's okay. It's okay. You're going to lose sometime. But it's about when you find that winner within. That's what truly matters. Because then you're going to forget all about that L. Because you're going to be too busy gloating about that win, that glow up. What you did right instead of wrong. That's what's mostly important. Don't worry about that L, baby. That's okay. Build the highest shelf possible. And once you win, after that L, put that up there on the top of that shelf where you can't reach it no more. You know what? I may have done such and such. Yeah, that was a loss. Didn't look too good on me. I didn't like the way I felt afterwards. I didn't like the way I felt. Or I didn't like the way that person made me feel. But don't be that person. Be bigger. Be the better person of you. Because that's what we're talking about. So if you have done anything that you know that you were not worthy of, or the total opposite of what you were supposed to be or supposed to have, then that's an L. If you're wasting time, if you're still procrastinating, if you haven't gotten off your behind, started that business, started that book, starting to be the better person of you, starting to have that conversation. If you have failed to do that just yet, then I need you to work on it. Start today. Because every day that you do not choose you, that's an L. But there's a winner inside this wonderful and fearful and beautiful person. But only you have the tools to get there. Only you know what it's going to take to get you across that finish line the next time. And we already know how that feels, honey. Once you become a champion, you're going to want to do it all over again. And bring a friend. And you're going to tell everybody. You can go tell everybody. I'm the man. I'm the one man. However that song goes. But I challenge you. Take that L, baby. Turn it into a W. Because you are a winner. And I love everything about you. And so should you. Now, next week, we're going to actually talk about love languages. So get ready. I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Have the blessed day ever.